Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you're Cardi B, the streets are saying you've been hiding assets since 2020. Y'all sit down. This is some tea. And you know who was the person that spilled it? You're not going to guess this one. Well, I guess you will. You probably read the title. Northwest. Northwest, the pint-sized terror. She ain't a terror, but she is pint-sized, was the first one that actually spilled the tea between Cardi B and Offset, and what that has to do with the fact that Cardi B, the streets are saying, and her legal team is saying, and that money she withdrew out of her bank account is saying that she's been hiding assets since 2020. And baby, I don't blame her. Forget all that. Offset would have been looking at maybe close to $50 million. There is so much to get into. Let's get into this. All right. First of all, remember when Cardi was on live and she's the part where she started losing her voice and she's like, I can't believe you would do this to me after I helped you, after I helped you. And I remember thinking that's an odd choice of words. I helped you, I helped you, I helped you. But it made me realize that one, what I first started thinking was, you helped him. That means y'all been broken up for a minute. Because it's not like I was there for you, I supported you, but I helped you, as if they had like just broken, like they were living separate lives. And you remember for a while, everybody was like, y'all need to get out of people's business. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because when she showed up in Paris alone, when they were doing events alone, where he wasn't showing up to some of her stuff, and they were just basically living two separate lives, it let me know 100%. Yo, they probably were going through a rough patch. No one thought that they were actually separated and like it was over. However, remember that live stream that North did a while back when she was just like, they're like, oh, who do you think we should hook Scott up with? And North was like, Cardi B, and Kim was like, but she's married. And then North was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Let me play it for y'all real quick. Hold on.
Trying to find a date for Scott. Isn't that cute?
Cardi B.
Cardi B for Scott? She's married, babe.
Bad for him.
Let's watch what we say so we don't get in trouble here, okay? Watch the faces, girl. Okay, we're gonna get off live.
Wait, no.
Exactly. We need to go back on all North's live streams. Now we see why Kim don't let her go live stream, because North exposed something super, super big. Y'all, everybody in the industry been known that Cardi B and Offset were broken up. Even North MF and West knew they were not together, to the point of she was like, let's hook Scott up. And that live stream happened months ago. So what happened, right? Why did Cardi flip out? What changed? People are saying that Cardi and Offset had just been like, come to the end of the road, right? And they were like, it's not natural. You belong to me. And they were on some like, it just ain't work out. Let's try to be friends. Let's try to be respectful. And when we get an opportunity, we will announce it to the world. But not only had Cardi kind of been like, this isn't going to be working because she was going through a lot, but also Offset was like, yeah, okay, we can kind of do this. They tried to work it out in private. It wasn't working. So everybody knew. So what changed? So what's going on? So where's the hiding assets, y'all? The streets are saying that one of the reasons that Offset may be going for the gutter, and I don't know, I just think Offset's grimy, is the fact that, if you don't know, Cardi and Offset got married, I believe in 2017. They did not have a prenup, I know, because they were so in love. Now, the good thing is she didn't get married in California and they didn't get married in New York. So New York law doesn't apply to them. However, they did get married in Atlanta, and Atlanta calls for equitable distribution of property, which means because there's no prenup, if Offset actually really wanted to fight for that $50 million, Cardi B is estimated to be worth $100 million. If they wanted to fight, and Offset, I think is worth 28 million, but the streets are saying that he spent 26 million, right? So if he wanted to actually go after that, he could actually get a chunk of that 100 million. Now, would it be 50 million? Probably not. Would the judge maybe award her something? Most likely. So, what's a girl to do? When I read this, I said, you know what? Libras are crafty. Even when they on their knees and you think you won, they still got something in the back. If you guys don't remember, Cardi B and Offset, well, Cardi B actually first filed for divorce in 2020. Y'all remember that? She actually went to the courthouse. She filed for divorce. She said, I am sick of y'all. I am done with you. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. Now, the thing is, the first time she filed for divorce, so many people were saying that Cardi B is going to have to pay Offset 50 million if they get a divorce. Okay. They said, for starters, the $50 million figure is based on an estimate that Cardi B's brand could be worth more than 100 million over time. And the assumption that New York's domestic relations law, again, they got it wrong. It's not New York, it's Atlanta, because that's where they got married, right? Says that there's an equitable distribution means that the marital property will be divided between spouses in a way that is equitable and fair. I do believe that Atlanta has an equitable distribution law too. Okay. Anyway, listen, right? I remember when that happened, we were all like, oh my God, 50 million. I don't care how good she thinks it was. It wasn't worth 50 million. Well, apparently Cardi thought the same thing because people said ever since she first filed for divorce in 2020, I believe it was, everything, yeah. Oh, sorry, no, not 2020. It was 2018. Whenever she actually put the divorce documents in, people are saying that Cardi took notice of all the things that were actually being reported to the point that, and this is the crazy part, she started methodically separating. She started methodically whenever there was a new venture, new business, new everything. She would keep that completely separate from the joint bank account, from anything with Offset name, and she would not even let him be a part of it, even to be seen. Whip shots. I believe Cardi B is one of the owners of that. She's making bank from that. Of course, her music. Of course, she doesn't have clothes, but I think she's been doing brand deals. You know the deal, right? Cardi has meticulously kept that separate. On top of that, Cardi has been trying to find the assets that she actually obtained during the marriage and making sure she either separated them or she made Offset believe, like, oh, yeah, just sign this away, blah, 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 blah. It's just for tax purposes. Y'all, if this is true, and I believe this is, that means that Cardi draining the bank account was the last straw. That means that Cardi B has been meticulously, even though she's been down bad and crying over that man, she's been meticulously preparing for a rainy day. She has been separating all assets. She has been making sure new stuff does not go into the joint assets. And the money they had in the joint account, right? The money they had in a joint account, she took her portion of it. Now, I know what y'all saying. Well, when the judge gets involved, she gonna have to give half back. Maybe, unless she can prove that those assets that she put in were hers. Because again, it's equitable. It's not 50-50 like California. It's equitable, which means the judge can look and be like, okay, so she got 100 million, you got 28 million. You don't need any of her money. She's the primary caregiver of the family. She's this, as that. On top of that, people are saying that Cardi B actually kept all her real estate separate. It wasn't Cardi B and Offset. It was only Offset. And she made sure, I'm sorry, it was only Cardi B. And she made sure to pay for that real estate directly from her accounts. If you guys don't know, if you pay for it from the marital account, then that becomes part of marital property. Again, Offset's been doing her dirty for a while. And Cardi B's been trying to hang in there for a while. But like all Libras, there came a point where even though she was heartbroken and leading with her heart, baby, she was 100% thinking with her head, and I love to see it. And she methodically separated, she methodically made it known. When will we know whether this is true or not? Cardi B has yet to file the official divorce documents, but when she does, they will 100% have the actual date of separation. Please know that prior to that, Cardi was being smart. Cardi was moving assets. Cardi was protecting assets. Y'all listen. Remember when Cardi said what did she did? She did that live before Offset made her lose her mind. And she was like, I actually been single for a while and I'm really excited for what the future holds. That must have made Offset mad. But then again, I said, that's spoken like a woman that got all her money in order. She's excited for what the future holds. She about to jump out with someone that make Offset sick to make up for Offset running around with Jade. Now, again, this whole video is speculation. In my opinion, it has not been independently verified. It's based off a blog post and, of course, the streets. But I will say this: if Cardi B really wants to get Offset back, they're having that group birthday, that group New Year's Eve party, right? Or he's playing out by he's playing in Club Live. Cardi B is playing out by the Cabanas. His tickets are going 150 to 15,000. Cardi B's are 5,000, going up to 25,000. She's trying to show him, baby, I don't need you. I'm the bigger star. I will say it once and I'll say it again. If Cardi B really, really, really wants to get Offset back, you know what Miss Mama needs to do? You need to find something that make more money than him, that look better than him, that do more than him, somebody that he would admire, want to be friends with. And you need to sit that man down and give him a lap dance a la Beyonce and Terrence Howard cater to you. You need to do and literally tongue that man down and just be so sickening and just watch Offset's whole ego melt off that stage. I know what y'all saying. Also don't care about Cardi. Baby, if you never met a cheater, one thing you knew, cheaters look at people as property. I guarantee that's going to work. But then, hey, I don't want to start any mess. But if Cardi was smart, that's what she do. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.